Good morning, everyone. My name is Farada. Today, I'm here with my group mates, Tamis, Jikit, Joshua, and Kelvin. In this group discussion, we are going to in my opinion, one of the causes that cause the rise of road accidents in Malaysia is reckless driving. For me, a person drives recklessly on the road has a higher chance to have a serious road accident. Reckless driving can also cause a lot of life harm. Do you agree with it, Kelvin?
Yes, I agree with you, Farah. In my opinion, reckless driving is the most scientific reason that contributes to the road accident in Malaysia. Because most of the young people in Malaysia are likely to do reckless driving on the highway at midnight. Without the Malaysia government and JPJ already warned them by giving 10-year jail time and a fine between 5,000 to RM 20,000, or even suspend their driving license for 5 years long. But most of them still did not respond to the issue quickly and keep on doing the reckless driving on the road or on the highway. Furthermore, if they keep driving reckless, it will cause the happening of accidents on the road, and our accident rate will rise because the driver which is driving in high speed, they cannot control or brake in time with the car in the high speed, and they can end up bump into something. So that's the cause of the accident happening with reckless driving. Do you guys have any suggestions on this?
Thank you, Kelvin. Jikit, what do you think about Kelvin's point?
I agree to a certain extent, but it seems to me that bad road conditions is the major factor that contribute on road accidents in Malaysia. Even if they were not the cause of the accidents, but they could make it worse. One of the common causes of bad road conditions are deep potholes, which most of the roads in Malaysia encounter this, could affect the driver's vehicle to lose control, faded line markings on road that are unseen from the car driver's seat, spoiled traffic light, as well as flash floods. Some of the areas in Malaysia are lacking city hall concern, leading to certain essential characteristics of a good road are not built there like streetlights and traffic signs. Some might in good condition or some might have overgrown foliage on it. Imagine if there's pedestrian walking around there in the middle of the night, something bad might occur. Moreover, when roads are improperly constructed, poor drainage system will increase the chances of flash floods. Not only that, heavy rains could also damages road like cracked pavement and even sinkholes. In result, vehicles that uses damaged roads will cause a problem to their suspension or tires, leading to a terrible crash. Worst comes to worst, death might happen.
Thank you, shit. Thank you, Jikit. Tanis, what do you think about Jikit's point?
Yeah, from the point from GK, I'm really agree with his point, which is telling that most of the road problems is a responsibility for the government to overcome the problem. But more from my point of view, the biggest point I think is the citizens' responsibility based on their vehicles condition, because nowadays people are not even taking care of their vehicles condition, and the main purpose they want to do is just to drive the car. But when they are lacking of the knowledge for the vehicles, this might be a very big problem. For an example, a car have to be maintained and serviced once a month. But if they are not in good condition, it might cause a problem. Just like I said, for example, the brake. Brake is the function to reduce the velocity of the vehicles. If the brake is not in service condition, when facing a very emergency situation, the car cannot be immediately reduce the velocity and can cause a very big problem in the road. Next, I can talk about the steerings. As we know, the steering is the one who is responsible to change the direction of the vehicles moving. But when it's not in a good condition, the steering might not be rotating very well, and this can also cause a very big problem because they can't even control the direction of the car moving and can be loose of their driver's control and cause an accident. Besides that, as we know, the common thing we know that is tire. If a tire is the main thing which gives the grip for the vehicles to the road, when it's not in a good condition and the patterns have been bald, it can reduce the grip for the car. And during the raining time, I think it's the most dangerous situation for the vehicles because in a rainy time, the road will be slippery for the car, and also it's not having a good grip. It can lose their control and crash with another car, and this might be a very deadly situation. So, from GK's point, I agree what he said that the government have to be responsible to overcome all this problem, and people also should be aware of their vehicles conditions to reduce the accidents occurring in the road.
Thank you, Tamish. So, Joshua, what is your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, one of the main causes of the increased number of road accidents in Malaysia is due to the lack of strict penalties on errant drivers. As we all know, Malaysian drivers are one of the most dangerous errant drivers to be found anywhere on earth. And if we were to take a drive on any highway or roads in Malaysia, we can see motorcyclists and cars speeding and cutting lanes like it is a real-life video game and not worry about getting caught by the police. These motorists also tend to use so tiny number plates that are so microscopic to the human eyes. But what is the point of using those number plates if these people are responsible and safe drivers? Furthermore, speed limit signs are also installed on the road. Yet, there are still people speeding like racers, and yet there is still no one taking any actions against them. So, in my point of view, the lack of strict penalties towards errant drivers is one of the causes of the road accidents in Malaysia.
All right. So, I do agree with all the points as mentioned by all of you. We all know that Malaysia is one of the countries that are having serious road accidents that are increasing the numbers of cases daily. In my opinion, the main cause of the serious road accidents is Kelvin's point, which is reckless driving. I believe we people need to know the value of a life and not just lose our life in making immature decisions. At the same time, our government also needs to be aware what's terribly happening in our country. He should stricten the rules and give a fine to any of our people who disobey the rules on the road. I hope the cases of road accident in Malaysia will decrease in future. So, does anyone have anything to add in this decision and discussion?
No,
No.
nothing.
No,
It's
No.
clear.
If not, let's bring this discussion to an end. Thank you all of your opinion to the issue of road accidents in Malaysia. Thank you.